So we're standing in front of this old house.
This old house, that's a TV show.
This old house is going to turn into a brand new house. Welcome to our channel. We are a family of 6 who downsized to a 600 square foot living space while we build our debt-free ICF house on our homestead. We would love to have you join our journey and learn alongside us.
I'm gonna start getting some tools set up before everybody gets here. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good day. We'll see. We'll find out. We are gonna find out. Let me tell you. I'll show you guys what I've got going on in the basement here. I just hope there's not a huge learning curve today. So, there we go. There we go. Treated for termites. So that's cool. Got the power trowel rented, which makes me feel a whole lot better, but it probably shouldn't. It's probably going to give me a sense of false security. I'm probably going to do something bad with it. Oh, but hey, you know, it's just barely small enough to sneak it down through this window. So check this out. I'm literally just going to slide it down, and once help gets here, and then have them help me carry it over because it's pretty heavy. I have been watching hours and hours of video on how to finish this. Shout out to Bondo Built and Texas Barndominiums. And man, there's another guy, I'm forgetting what his name is right now. Crap, I'll have to try to remember. But I've been watching a lot of their videos on finishing concrete, and it was actually very helpful. I mean, mentally at least. I don't know if it'll translate to success for me on this project, but that's my fault if anything. So, all right, I'm gonna get off here and stop talking. I got some work to do, and I'll keep you guys updated.
Trucks are 2 hours late, and they sent both trucks at the same time, so not a fan. It is we scheduled and asked them to be here between 7:30 and 8. They told us this morning 8 o'clock looked good. It is now 9:30 and they arrived here, and now our basement is in the sun, so that's just a little stressed. I feel so incredibly blessed to have friends that are willing to take a Friday morning and do this, and I feel so horrible that it's been 2 hours past the time that they were supposed to be here, so that stinks. But anyways, we are so blessed to have such amazing friends. This guy over here, I'll just leave it at that. So what'd you and your friends do?
Shot a strong dinner today.
Whoa!
And then there's another one we have, but the boys are down there hunting them.
Cool.
It's a little less obnoxious at 7:30, right?
All right, hold on. Don't hold a lot. Hey, clean that over, Joel.
Well, I'll just dump it over the side.
Yeah.
Bro, you got a bobcat. Can we employ that somehow? They can't get to the right there because that freaking window up. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. All right.
It looks like that.
We're a little strong right here, so let's get a couple kills.
But I think they have rocks in it. Whoa, that's some concrete. Yeah, that looks it. It's really smooth.
We can pull those stakes anytime, too. We'll walk a little bit longer. Okay.
What I want for my birthday is this house to be done.
Me too, sister.
Hey, babe.
For my
You get a
family.
canoe leaning off the wheelbarrow here.
So that's what we're short so far. Okay, come here. So they're planning on pouring the rest in the bump out. They think they have enough to do the bump out, which is good. So, no, my kid's messing stuff up. That little portion in the basement that I showed you looks like what we're short. So they're getting ready to pour cement in the bump out. I don't know if they have enough for the whole thing, but we'll see what happens. This driver of this truck has been a lot easier to work with, so that's really awesome. It's always good. I'm interested to see hear what Skylar's take on this whole day has been. The other day he went and got a haircut, and he said the amount of gray hairs that was all over my cape was alarming, and I was like, it's this thing right here, this project behind you that's doing it to you. It'll be worth it. I'm not really sure what's going on right now. Skylar's up in the cement truck. I don't know if that's because the cement is setting, so it's becoming harder to work with, which would be, I mean, this truck has been sitting here because it was the second truck. So I'm not really sure why he's having to do it. What is going on?
Tyler, you want another man up there?
Maybe. There's. She's up there.
They're going to start shooting fast enough.
Yeah, I ate half of that. Here it comes. That's looking wet. All right, shut it off. Shut it off. All right, here it comes, guys. All righty.
Looking like a DIY project in there. Look at those walls. Oh my
Yeah, we'll see
gosh.
what happens if I jump in.
Look at those walls. I'll have to go over there when the truck leaves and show you.
Just a minute.
So I feel bad that we have people over here doing the dirty work and I'm just standing over here. But someone's got to watch. Someone's got to watch the toddler. So, yeah. Sometimes being a mom and doing the little things like that, watching the kids and making sure people stay out of trouble, it feels like you're not helping a lot. But I also know that I am, even though I'm not breaking a sweat. I am getting eaten alive by mosquitoes, man. They're bad. It is another day of prepping our basement for the slab. I realize these videos right now are really choppy and it's really hard to make them flow. When I go back to edit them, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is horrible. But the reason it's so weird is because we are currently just working on it a little bit here and there. So it's like after Skylar gets off work, you know, he'll come out and do some stuff, or if he has a free day here or there. So it's really hard to make it flow really well because we're just doing it as we go and when we have time. Anyways, you guys saw earlier in this vlog that we had prepped and poured the first part of our slab, and you might have seen some footage of Skylar prepping the second half. So I'm over here and I'm gonna help him do a little bit. He starts a job for somebody else and it's a pretty big job. So we're trying to get this completely prepped and ready to pour hopefully this Saturday. So anyways, I'll show you what we've done so far. Yeah.
We haven't done this before.
I know, this is awkward.
So we realized that on the second part of this video, I didn't get a lot of good footage. That's mainly because of how things went. So,
if you notice right now, Skylar is not the one
pouring
doing
the concrete or doing most of the work.
Any of the work.
Which was really nice. That's the first thing we've hired out so far on this job.
No regrets.
No regrets. Zero. We tried and tried and tried and tried to get concrete delivered, and no one could get to us when we needed it. So I finally broke down and just asked the concrete company, hey, who do you recommend that could pour this for me? And called around to the names they gave me, and this crew that we ended up hiring was able to do it, and their price was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
And they did a fantastic job. I cannot give these guys enough credit for how good of a job they did.
So if you're local, do you have their name?
Yes, I do have their information. In fact, I think I can see their card right now.
Okay, well, we can include it at the end
So
of the video.
we hired these guys. It's 4 brothers, and they're from Mexico. And I hope that's right. Yeah, that's right. So they came. We used a different concrete company this time because the last one kind of screwed us. And they did a good job. But one thing I did not realize was that their trucks are way bigger because they mix the concrete on site in the truck. So they could not pour over the side like we had before as easily. So the guy pulls up, And he's like, hey, I can't drive up there, which is like a giant what moment? Like W-U-T, what? So we ended up having to pour it over the side, one skid steer bucket at a time, the first 9 yards of concrete.
Guys.
Which is not recommended.
No.
And these guys that did the work for me, they were so patient and so willing to get it done.
Mm-hmm.
And so they ended up, every time I went to pour a bucket, lifting up a sheet of plastic and hiding behind it so the splatter wouldn't get them. And then they would put it down and work. And then I'd come back with another bucket. And we did that for the first 2/3 of the pour.
Mm-hmm.
So they did a fantastic job.
I wish we would have known about them for
We
the
would have
whole
done
basement.
them before, for
So
sure.
you ask us, would we do anything different? Absolutely. We would have just hired it out from the
Well,
beginning.
originally we planned to, but I was worried I couldn't get anybody out there. But the people I had talked to were really far out.
Yeah.
And so I just was like, well, I guess I'm going to have to do it, which ended up not being the case.
Yeah.
So
do we recommend doing?
do not do flat work.
Just don't.
If it matters at all, don't do it. If it's like a little sidewalk or something tiny, okay, go for it. But if you don't know what you're doing, freaking don't.
It's not worth it.
It's terrible.
So
it's so bad.
We learned our lesson.
Again.
Again.
It's so bad. It's bad.
Oh, goodness.
They did a fantastic job, though.
It's fine. It's the basement floor.
It'll get covered up.
It's going to get covered up.
Yep.
I'm also really glad that we went ahead and hired out the rest of the basement, because after seeing everything we put our friends through, I never want to do that again.
Gosh.
That is abusive.
Just watching it now again makes me feel all kinds of bad again.
I feel horrible that they did that. And you know what the crazy thing is they were willing to come out and do it again.
Time,
like,
yeah.
what?
You guys didn't get the full effect of the amount of splatter that was happening in the bump out when that concrete was pouring down in there. They were getting pelted. Yeah. Literally pelted.
Yeah.
It was miserable.
Yep. I'm excited to throw a huge pig roast or something.
Yeah. We should probably get them a Christmas present.
Something. Because, dude.
That was insane.
So anyways, we learned our lesson, and we're here to tell you, hire that out.
Yeah, definitely
hire it out.
Your flat work out. It's not worth it.
Anyways, we're excited to get you guys caught up. We have internet right now. We're going to test it out. So if you're seeing this on Thursday, it means we're back in business.
And our internet works.
And our internet works, which would be so exciting.
If you don't see it.
If you don't see it on Thursday, then
we had to do something dumb to get it up.
Yeah, we're still struggling. Anyways, we appreciate you guys, and thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, comment, let us know where you're from.
What you're up to.
What you're up to.
Yeah.
We love hearing that.
Appreciate you guys. Hopefully this is encouraging to you if you're thinking about doing this kind of stuff.
And you learn from us.
Or if you just want to see people suffer, you're a terrible person, but thank you for watching.
Anyways, we'll talk to you guys later. It's done.
I'm so excited. We're about to go on a date. I don't even want to go. I just want to sit here and look at the concrete. No offense, babe.
That's kind of insulting.
Dude, this is a big deal. Okay.
This is pretty exciting. Looks real pleasant.
So let's explain something. I think I already
pleasing
talked
here.
about this. But the reason there's splatter all along this entire thing is because the trucks that we got today were different than the ones we've used in the past, and they couldn't navigate up into the yard to dump over the side. So I literally had to, one skid steer bucket at a time, 9 yards of concrete over the edge. Not ideal,
But it's done.
but it's done, and it
I
looks
feel like that should be our
fire.
tagline. Not ideal, but it's done. Through this whole project so far.
It hurts right here, just a little bit.
Oh gosh, guys. This basement is almost.
So tonight, when we get back from our date, it'll be dark, and I'm gonna be out here
Oh my gosh.
framing.
No, you're not.
I know, but I want to.
That
I will
is-
be
that concrete's
Monday
not
though.
gonna be
I'm not
ready
gonna
for
work
that.
tomorrow. I'm gonna be a good boy, but I'm gonna be out here Monday.
So exciting.
I'm so excited.